It's quite a thin snick, this. He's overdone it, yeah. And he's left the pot on.
61.
Yeah, the problem with those thin ones, when you miss, you invariably leave the pot on for your opponent.
1.
And Zhao Xintong has judged that cue ball to perfection on the blue to get down for the red. Mark Williams will be furious if he loses his frame. And that is absolutely perfect as well.
6. 7. 40. 16.
Needs the green, brown, blue and pink. This is the key one, brown to blue, to make it easy to get to the pink.
Well, this
will be a bit of a body blow for Mark Williams. In goes the pink. It was just a little cannon that Mark tried with the 2 reds left. Didn't quite work out. And Zhao Xintong marches on. Right in the centre. A lot of players will miss it, getting a little bit of unwanted side on that type of shot.
Well, the one difference, one thing that Zhao doesn't have, with all the talent that you see a lot of the players now, he doesn't seem to be able to switch
35.
hands. He uses a rest or stretches, so with all the massive talent that he's got, that's one thing he hasn't
36.
developed, but that was a beautiful little split of the reds there. And well, it's looking ominous now for Mark Williams. And even if this session finishes 6-2, which it looks like at the very least, that's what it's going to be. Big pressure on the second session tonight on Mark Williams.
42.
Because if he loses that one as well, then the problems escalate going into tomorrow.
Well, he's been very fortunate there. Yeah, that was a tough one he tried to cut in there. But when you're playing well, you get the rub of the green. And he almost went in off, caught the bump of the middle pocket and finished on the pink.
49.
And it's 6-1.
50. 56.
There you go. He switches hands, Stephen. So
57.
he can't play with both hands.
I'm not sure if that was as convincing as a right-handed shot. He played it when he was 71 points in front. I think that kind of shows you. But yeah, this is a huge frame coming up for Mark Williams.
63.
And you can't win this final in the first session, but boy, you can go a long way
64.
towards losing it if you lose it heavily.
71.
Well, this is the shot that will give him his second century. If he can pull this off, you would think. Very good
72.
cueing. It's a thin blue he's looking at. And it's perfect. A little flick will do nicely.
77.
He had a little bit of good fortune when he almost went in
79.
off and caught the bump of the middle pocket and finished perfect on the pink. So he's took full advantage of that.
82.
Yeah, I said a little bit earlier, this is probably certainly the worst session I've witnessed him playing in this World Championship. I've not commentated on every single match, but to
86.
still make a couple of centuries and be guaranteed at least a 6-2 lead in the first session of your first ever World Championship final.
91.
Wow, it's not bad.
97.
That's certainly his second century of the match. And at the moment, it's one-way traffic. I don't know about that choice. I think I'd be trying to play thin off the left side of the red. Wow. What a shot he's taken on here. Boy, oh boy.
1.
What a shot he's taken on there. Have you ever seen anything like that, Stephen?
Yeah, all-out attack. Love it. And again, that middle pocket, left middle pocket, is helping him out. Just cue ball just caught the knuckle and brought it out beautifully for the blue.
That's one of the best plants I've ever seen under the circumstances. It was nowhere near a plant.
Seven.
It's a little bit of a careless shot from the blue. And watch this plant again. Yeah, this was, well, it's certainly a scoreboard shot. You play it when you're 6-1 up. But careless shot off the blue, meant he had to bridge over the red, but no problem. And wow, this is ominous. As I say, the way he scores,
14.
the way the reds are situated. This would certainly cap off a miserable first session
15.
in this final for Mark Williams.
Well, we said they would be showing this match in China. I can tell you what, they'll be
22.
absolutely loving this performance. He could be the first ever Chinese player to lift the World Championship. An awful long way to go, but what a start.
23. $30. 31. 38. 39. 46.
Well, I bet Zhao Xintong didn't think his first World
47.
Championship final would be as comfortable an afternoon as this. He's had virtually no resistance from his opponent, apart from losing one
54.
frame before the interval.
$55. $61.
Well, Mark, you're going to have to summon up
62.
all your powers tonight to get back into this final.
Not perfect, but the way he pots,
69.
don't be surprised if he doesn't go on to make another century break. This is tricky though, little cutback, but safely in the pocket. Is it going to reach? Is it going to reach? It is.
70.
But the plant again to get in here was unbelievable. Look at this for a
77.
plant.
Would you please
Amazing.
stop shushing?
Well, somebody was shushing in the crowd there.
78. $83.
Well,
Yeah.
no century break, but what an afternoon. What a first session from this very talented Chinese player. He will be absolutely delighted to have taken the session 7 frames to 1.